Alright, so last episode we brought in Ismail Yuksek in for Fenerbahce for 20 million to be our new CDM alongside Pepelu in midfield. We then took on Barcelona here in the game in the league where we deserved to win the game. We had a bunch of chances, that being one of the best ones that we didn't end up scoring. But we do score here to make it 1-0. However, a late mistake in this game cost us cost us the win here with a point apiece being the final scoreline there, 1-1. However, up against Real Madrid, we had a fairly similar game, but this time we did score our chances. However, we conceded 2 chances here in the second. You'll see the first one conceded from Mbappe to make it 2-1. Then it was 2-2 here, pretty much not long later. But later in the game, we managed to pick up the victory here with Ansu Fati going for the team and get a great finish there to make it 3-2 overall and get us the 3 points. Get into today's episode and make a huge signing and play some huge games. And to start today's episode of EAFC, we're going to take on Real Madrid in the Super Cup semi-finals. As you can see, they obviously lost a road to Barca yesterday in the Copa del Rey final. And Real Madrid are absolutely falling apart. They can't win any trophies this season. Obviously, Barca are expected to win La Liga. Obviously, they're out of the Champions League by Arsenal. And also, obviously, Copa del Rey, they lost to Barcelona in the final. And Real Madrid, like I said, are falling apart. But let's get into a signing before this game. He's going to be a young player to be the backup to Ansu Fati in the left-hand side of our team. And the player we're bringing in is a player by the name of Benjamin Dominguez, a young Argentinian left-wing talent from Bologna. Obviously 22 years of age, 76 rated now in the series, cost us 13 million here to sign. Will be a good backup player to Ansu Fati. Also, Gonzalo Guedes can also be a left-winger. So a striker rotation player could also play on the right as well, if we needed him to. But Benjamin Dominguez is a younger player we can develop. He's got a lot of pace and would be a good backup player and will make most likely his debut against Real Madrid in the Super Copa semi-finals. If the game's going well for us, I will bring him on. Then the left-hand side. Let's get into that game. And obviously here is our team going into the Super Cup semi-final up against Real Madrid. Hopefully can beat them here and continue to their downfall in Spanish. Last season they didn't win La Liga. Barca did win La Liga in the series last season, so it's kind of realistic in that way. Dominguez will come on the bench for this game, as I mentioned before, instead of Gonzalo. This is pretty tight for this game. Let's get into this one and hopefully defeat Real Madrid here and go into the Super Cup final, which happens 3 days after this game. So the players are already set to be rested after this game, ready for the final if we can beat Real Madrid here and advance into the final. Ansu Fati, the man who scored that goal. Ekitike in here to Oscar Lashes. Oh, Ekitike was offside. That would have been 1-0 if it weren't for that. There goes Rodrigo. Oh, how has that worked out for him? I literally did stop him with Jose Guy, but somehow he bounced off him and it worked. And Jose Guy gets the ball back off him there. Let's see it. Oh, Ansu Fati here. Ekitike. A striker who's got he's got 8 goals and 4 assists for us. But he's got most of the assists in games we've played. And here's Oscar Glacier, has got 0 assists this season. And creative midfielder has actually only been scoring goals. He's going to score one here. David Conquer's Courtois stops him. Here's Kylian Mbappe. Rodrigo into Vinicius, who shoots from range, and that's going to be an easy set there for Chevalier. So Vinny did play well in that final. There's some good defending from lots of Inigo Martinez and some great goalkeeping from Szczesny to stop him from scoring. It's Ekitike. Speaking of scoring goals, can we do so here? Ansu. Oh, trying to just cut Carvajal with a little heel to your flick. The guy blocked by Carvajal. It's going to be a free kick for us. We're going to take it. In a decent position, maybe for a crosser from Pepelu. I mean, we could hit it, but his shot power ain't the best. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to float this in. A left-footed crosser from Ansu. Okay, that is not what I wanted to do. It might work at Oscar Lauch. I was expecting that cross there from Ansu Fati to be more, whipped into the box, not a little layoff pass, but it almost worked out for us, to be fair. Correa can catch up to him, and the ball's gone through his legs, unfortunately for him. And that's going to be offside, though, against Mbappe, I believe. Possibly looking to find Mbappe, but he goes inside himself here, lays it off to Mbappe. Mbappe shoots Chevalier. Mbappe missed. Perfectly as possible. Lopez, oh, great run. Diego Lopez. Before the half-time break denied by Thibaut Courtois for making it 1-0. Getting something going here. Jose Guyot. Oscar Glauch turns inside it. Oscar Glauch now. Lovely footwork there from him. Can he shoot and score? No, we can't cover. Courtois makes a save on Fran Garcia. What a block that is. Not sure how he denied Lopez from scoring there, but fair enough. Correa at your feet, hits it, blocked low. Second time, no. We're going to go back. Oscar Glauch, a good turn from him. Another shot here by him, right foot from range to down by Thibaut Courtois again. To go cover how here. Here's Ekitike. Oscar Glauch has been the most dangerous player on our team in this game. It's a great play. Ekitike is open. Ekitike, oh, that's good defending from Militao. Had to put a low-driven shot in there. But Militao made the block. Here goes Rodrigo. beats Jose Gaya with that bit of skill. And Ustavalda coming over, giving some pressure, forces him backwards there to Camavinga. And it's, what a challenge there from Pepelu. Lively to create something. Let's go. Good ball over the top here to Vinicius. He shoots and Chevalier, what a save. Rodrigo's going to get to that, and that's going to be a good block there from Jose Gaya. And get it out as well into Ansu Fati here. Oscar Glaucia get the ball into. Glaucia. Dominguez made that run. Dominguez. There we go, Dominguez. Can he score on his debut? He puts it wide. I should have gone low driven. There. Oh, Ishmael, you accept what a challenge. No, there's no referee. Yeah, Madrid have paid off the refs. Surely, in this game, they played off the refs, because that's never in a million years a free kick. It's going to be taken by Mbappe, who's scored one in real life. In fact, he misses it. Undeniable. It was a normal free kick. Mbappe blocked by Mosquera and Correa here. That's a Chevalier. It's not what I wanted to do. Thankfully, Ustavalda is talking, coming that header, and that is... Okay, I don't like this, so we need to just get the ball out here and win the header. Why am my clearances got about 10 feet, if that? I'm trying to go long there to Ansu Fati there with the goalkeeper, but for some reason it only went to Jose Gaya. Oh, Danny Carvajal, you made a massive error there. Giving Ansu Fati the room to go into. Ball back post looking for Dominguez and a header. Martinez has it clear. Oh, no. Vinicius. Mosquera, what a challenge. I go on Hugo Duro. Ansu here. Oscar Glaucia. Into Hugo Duro, but can't get onto it. Ansu. And a run again here. Duro spins in behind. Back into Ansu Fati. He's hopefully onside, and I don't think he was. I think he's just offside. He missed anyway. I should have just gone with it for the shot with Hugo Duro there, but the pass was a good option, but unfortunately he was offside. They were the worst team in the game, but somehow I feel like they're going to win this game. Good defending from Ustavalda again. Here's Dominguez to make a name for himself against Real Madrid on his debut for Valencia. He skips the challenge. Dominguez is still going here. He gets it back inside, but Duro is hounded quickly. Ishmael Yuksek. There's a guy, the captain, trying to feed that through, but Jonathan Tah blocks it. Want to let him go. Rodrigo, shot taken wide to the post of Alvaro. Ball forward by Tchouaméni. Ball in by Brahim. And Guy heads up back to Chevalier. Thankfully that header actually worked. I had a bad feeling about that one. Ishmael Yuksek has had a great game. Duro. Real Madrid have made a massive error here. Can we make them pay? Duro. Oh, Militao bails him out of a little poke challenge there. Oh, here goes Varela here. Duro. To score. And he's done so 120th a minute here. A player I believe who came through the Real Madrid Youth Academy scores against them here. What a game it's been, honestly. I was thinking it was going to go to pens. It's been a great game despite being 1-0 up until 0-0 up until just now. Literally the last kick of the game possibly here. But Hugo Duro off the bench. Fantastic finish by him. I believe Dominguez got the assist there, if I'm not mistaken, right? No, it's Varela with the assist. You've going to be playing with the assist. And a great finisher by Hugo Duro to possibly send us through to the final of the Supercopa. That goal felt like we just won a final, but it's only to go into the final. And let's see who we're going to be taking on. It's either Barcelona or Villarreal, if I remember correctly from what I saw before the game. But it's back-to-back wins against Ancelotti's Real Madrid. We beat them in the league, we beat them in the Super Cup. And what a game that was, and we definitely deserved to win. We were the better team. That's undeniable when you look at the stats and just watch the whole game and how it went out. And obviously here we are a few days later at the Estadio Benito Villamarín against Barcelona here in the Super Cup finals. Get into this one and hopefully do like we did against Real Madrid, play some incredible defensive football and also win the game. And I imagine there's going to be a few more goals in this one against Barca, because Barca, I believe, are a more attacking team than Madrid are, so they were more defensive against us in that one. But they obviously were attacking as well, but we were very good defensively as well ourselves in the last game, and we showed why we deserve to be here in the Super Cup final. Let's try to win our second trophy as Valencia manager and beat Barcelona in a final. Made that run, Ekatika, low-driven shot to Stegen. Denies him with a great save. Here's Lamine. Oh, Lamine's cooked me. But he's stopped dead for some reason, and he's been denied. He should have kept going after that skill move that beat Jose Gaia. He could have kept going, and he should have kept going. So he would have been in. Oh no. What a crate. I just feel like a truck there and couldn't turn. I was going to say, if I'm going to get the ball back, but we'll lose it out instantly to Rafinha. Shot taken, Chevalier powers it, and it's going to go out for a corner. Dani Olmo shoots, Ismail blocks it low. Now Ekitike. He's got Konate and Koundé to beat here. Can he do so? It's two Frenchmen tracking down a French striker, setting them both with one move, and a finish there has left a lot to be desired. Okay. Correa, what a challenge. And Lopez. I didn't expect Ake to step up there. I thought he was going to go with Lopez there since he was making a run, but for some reason he turned back, which threw me off completely. Rafinha. And Pepelu, what a challenge. Had to stop the cross there, and he did. Lovely play here. Oscar Lausch can get forward into midfield here. Oscar Lausch still going. He's got Ansu making a great run. He's found him behind it. Ansu Fati, great touch. And a cross goal. He scores. That was all executed perfectly there. I took it across goal for the same reason you probably would have thought. So bring Ter Stegen out there. The touch was a bit heavier than I expected, but I made it work. And we got the goal in the end. I thought if I shoot first time, Ter Stegen's going to save it. If I take a touch towards him, he's going to come out and get it. If I take it away from goal, he's going to come out, think he has a chance, and he's going to open at the far corner. And Ansu Fati can find it to make it 1-0 here to us. Up against Barca in the Super Cup final. Oh no, Lewandowski. Oh no, we're being cooked here. Dani Olmo blocked. And thankfully, we can get that clear. Did Dani Olmo play for Valencia? Or am I tripping? I feel like Dani Olmo played for Valencia, if I'm not mistaken. Good cross in. Can't find Ekitike though. You know what? Oscar out. She can hit them. It's done so. Ter Stegen makes a save. I found Rafinha, who will take it forward for them. But that's a good defender from Oosterwolde to stop him. Now Lopez. Van Dijk stops him. They went forward for the attack. And Rafinha's dribbling here. Oh no, what's happened? Has that got through? Dani Olmo lays it off to Lewandowski, and it's 1-1. Lewandowski scores against us here just before the half-time break to level it up. And it's a goal that I feel like we should have stopped. I definitely feel like we could have defended this better. But unfortunately, we couldn't do so. Lewandowski in. Chevalier comes out and collects it. Love to see that from him. Now Ekitike. Here he goes, the Frenchman. Good first touch. One-on-one with Ter Stegen here. Low driven. Wide to the post. I pretty much had the exact same direction I rolled there, but without falling to some sitting down. I thought that was a guaranteed goal. Looks like now. Good touch from him. Ekitike. Here's Ansu. The score again is blocked, so it's going to go back to Ter Stegen there. Van Dijk and Konate. Not sure why Barca have actually brought both Liverpool defenders for their team. Lamine chops inside, but Jose Gaia reads it. He played against Ronaldo. You can't do Ronaldo chop against a guy who's played against Ronaldo for many years. And they've actually gone full defensive tactics here. Pepelu. Oscar Lausch. Go past into Lopez, but his touch there was too open. Trying to create here. Fermin. Out to Lamine. Also here looking dangerous towards the last moments of the game. Looks like a good interception, but he loses out there. Thankfully, Oosterwolde's back there and intercepts it. Now Konate. Can he stop Ekitike? He skipped Ekitike. Well, Ekitike skipped him, but we still have so many players to get through here. Go on, Ekitike can continue that run. It's going to be Lopez who continues it, but unfortunately, Konate heads it clear. Lamine, oh no, Rafinha's open into and is onside. He made us win it for Barca. In the final moments of the game, they've been second best in. And Ekitike, he should have scored. That's what's going through my mind right now. Let me say he had 1-on-1 with Ter Stegen. pretty much guaranteed to score, and he missed. If we lose in this final, it'll be definitely heartbreak for us because we've been the better team. And also actually just running for the team here. Last chance for us. No referee. Oh my God. How's it sure I turned back there and opened up some space, but he's blowing the full-time whistle because of that. We'll lose the Super Cup final to Barca. And Ekitike should have scored. He didn't score against Madrid, he didn't score against Barca. And he had the best chance against Barca to score. We're not going to, I'm going to record it for next episode's intro, but we're going to cut to our next game and hopefully Ekitike can make up for that miss because that was a big one. And he definitely should have scored to win this trophy. Other than that, we were the better team. And it is going to be painful here to see Van Dijk lift it. You know, they've just got a cheat code of defence, Van Dijk and Konate. And Barca win the Super Cup. And we don't. And we should have done. And in the Copa del Rey, our second team kept our hopes of winning this competition back-to-back alive. They were beating Deportivo Alaves of Javi Guerra, Hugo Duro and Javi Guerra scoring twice in this game. And up against Villarreal here, back in the league, we're held to a 2-2 draw with Guedes coming off the bench to rescue us and Oscar Lauch scoring early on in this one. In the Champions League, it's another 2-2 draw for us. Ekitike scoring in this one and Lopez scoring to get us a point in this game here in his second to last game of the UCL League phase, where we currently sit third and possibly fourth after this draw here. And up against Zaragoza hit away from home, Fran Perez, and also Fran Perez scoring twice in this game. So he's get a 2-0 win over Zaragoza and the 3 points in this game. And in the final game of the league phase of the Champions League, we'll pick up a 1-0 win here with Ekitike scoring 3 minutes in. The C has finished third, I believe, or second in the league phase of the UCL. Staying winning ways up against Mallorca with 2-0 win with our second team getting a win here with Mari and also Javi Guerra getting the goals in this game for us. And in the quarterfinals of the Copa de España, it wasn't easy against Vallecano, surprisingly here, with Ismail Yuksek having to score 2 goals in extra time. The Seas go through to the semi-finals in this one, with Pepelu and also Mosquera scored in this game. The Seas go through to the semi-final of the Copa del Rey. Our second team over at home here couldn't get a win against Vallecano with a 2-2 draw here in this one with Mari and also Hugo Duro scoring for us to get a point. And our second team here surprisingly pick up a 1-1 draw against Cadiz, so Guedes scoring in this one. And Rogers going for them early in this one, gets a point apiece in this one here. And up against the Taffy here, Benjamin Dominguez scores for us here to get a 1-0 win against them here. And let's get into our next game, which is going to be the Copa del Rey semi-final against Real Madrid. And hopefully can go 2 for 2 for them in this episode and beat them to head into another final in this episode. And here we are up against Real Madrid, hit the Bernabeu. Hopefully this one's going to be more of an exciting game. So the last one went up to the 120th minute when Hugo Duro off the bench scored a goal to win us the game. If you wonder why Ansu Fati and Diego Lopez are unhappy at the team, basically in this game for some reason, if you don't play a player with a crucial or an important squad role for like three or 4 games in a row, so I played the second team for a bunch of games as you would have just sort of getting some games to the safe in the first team, for this game against Real Madrid. So I thought I'd rest the likes of Ansu Fati and Ansu Lopez for this game. And for some reason in this game, they decide they want to leave. You know what I mean? You don't play them for 3 or 4 games in a row. They decide, despite playing hours of football, you know, throughout the whole season, from obviously all the way at the start of the season all the way to here we are. Here we are at the end of February. They decide for some reason they want to leave the team to it. Obviously, we're not going to sell them. We need to get them back into happy morale. Then we can take them off the transfer list. They'll stay here at the team. But there's something in this game that I feel like needs to be fixed because there's no reason for your players in the space of 4 games when they don't play to just decide to go, you know what, I'm leaving. You know what I mean? It shouldn't happen. Granted, if they hadn't played in the past 10 games, you know what I mean, unless we're injured or something, fair enough. But the fact, like, they missed 3 or 4 games in a row against teams that are towards the bottom end of the table, and it doesn't make any sense to play them, they shouldn't be requesting a transfer after that. But like, million rounds out the way, let's get into this one up against Real Madrid and hopefully beat them to advance into the Copa del Rey final, a competition we won last season. Modric, I see now in this series, I believe he's 40 years old now, right? And Valverde's header is wide at the post, thankfully for us there. Season, we've gone 2 for 2 against Real Madrid. And we played them. And there's Lopez to score, to make it 1-0, Courtois will save. Unfortunately for us, there's Mbappe. How has he got through there? Kylian Mbappe, 1v1 with Chevalier. beaten by Mbappe. I'm not too sure how he got through there. In a blink of an eye, he was 1 minute about to be dispossessed. Next minute, he was in behind. And it's wonder Real Madrid with an advantage. Here's Ansu Fati to prove that we don't need referees on our side to beat teams. Ekitike, stepping up ball, goes straight to Lopez's feet. Ekitike, in here to Ansu. Fati to level it up and Courtois denies him. Poacher, you can't put it onto anything else, otherwise you have to use a custom setup. It obviously changes everything for the way the team plays, I feel like. So we're going to leave him on Poacher. He's doing alright at Poacher, whilst he's not scoring as many goals in played games as I expected him to do. That's why I was going to switch into advance forward. But Pepelu hits it from range. Pepelu, what a goal that is. When I hit that, I thought I was going to be blocked there by the Madrid midfielder. But Pepelu, I just scored an incredible goal there to make it 1-1. Mbappe, got a bit fortunate with his goal that he got through the defence. I feel like Oosterwolde should have stopped him, but somehow he managed to get through the defence. But this strike here is just picture perfect. We're not going to see it due to the tackle there, but we're going to see it from this angle here. It's Yuksek into Pepelu, the two CMs linking up, and Pepelu just hits it. Not much power behind it, but enough placement, and makes it 1-1 here. It's fouled. Okay, yeah, that's free. Yeah, the refs on their side, surely. Go on, Lopez, you've got room. Lopez. Twisted and turning here. Ekitike. Not really finding the space to do anything here, but we can get it back here to Pepelu. No, not going to shoot from range. Ekitike through to Ansu, but that's a great save there from Courtois. Should have gone for the chip shot, but I thought the low placement driven shot there underneath him would have worked out. Oh, Rodrigo has got past the guy there. Okay, Fede Valverde. Oh, no, good block Mosquera to stop. Going for scoring again, come over and get his time. Not in terms of performance, but in terms of just look and referees. Here goes Jose Gaya. Good move by him, the captain of the team. Releases Ansu Fati. Can draw that across there to Lopez, and that's 2-1. A great counter there. And Jose Gaya did incredible there to get that going really. He skipped a challenge there and cut back into midfield to find Ansu Fati, and then played it into Ansu Fati. He finds Diego Lopez, who taps it into an open goal pretty much here. Courtois couldn't get back across in time to stop the Spaniard from scoring. It's a great goal here. A great counter to put us in the lead. Referee, do you want to do your job? Or I'm guessing you're doing your job actually, protecting Real Madrid at all costs. Make your decisions. Vinny. Mbappe, 45 plus 1 here. In every game we've played against Real Madrid, Mbappe scores at half-time. On half-time every single time. I said the one that was 0-0, but you know what I mean. In the 2 games in the league we played them, the 1 game in the league we played them, he scored at half-time. Vinicius, Craig with steal. And also Glaucier. Ekitike. And here's to Lopez. Back into Ekitike, can take it down. Ekitike now into Oscar Glaucier. First time blocked low. Oh no, here we go, Mbappe. In again, Mbappe. Chevalier comes out and collects it, thankfully. Oscar Glaucier. And go forward, Glaucier. Good control. Here's a guy now. Looking for the crosser to Lopez. Back post, Lopez wins the header, but can't do anything with it other than pick it back up there. And Glaucier, Ansu. Good turn, low driven shot. No power behind it though. But it does incredible again though. But somehow leads that to Vinicius. And there we go. Mosquera stops Mbappe. Oh no, Vinicius. There we go. Pepelu. No, Oscar Glaucier intercepted Ekitike on the turn. Ekitike scores. A man who's had a mixed bag of a season here. Valencia's been good and it's been, well, we saw that miss against Barca. But overall, I feel like he's been pretty decent for us. He scores here to make it 3-2. And put us back in the lead. A game that we deserve to win. It's been very similar to the first game against Madrid we played this season. It's a great turn there from him. To skip the defender and then turn him behind and find the finish. It's a great move there from the Frenchman. To beat Jonathan Tah and find the back of the net. And just about beating Courtois there. It's a fantastic move by him. And sees us go back ahead in this game where we belong to be. And Pepperly, what an interception. Now can we go again? Oscar Kalaushit is open. Ekitike is finding space now. And he's scoring goals. 2 back-to-back from him to make it 4-2 here. We now have a 2-goal lead in this game. 70 minutes played, 30 to go. I'm going to make a few changes. Bring on, obviously, Benjamin Dominguez and Verla, etc. Depending on their stamina, we're going to bring them on. But 4-2 up here. We should be through to the Copa del Rey final. Obviously, we did win this last season, so we hopefully can do again this season. Here we go. Ustavada, great defending. And now here goes Benjamin Dominguez. He looked great. Last time we played them. What can he do here? Ekitike lays it off back into the Argentinian. Benjamin Dominguez to get his first goal in a played game for us, and he's done so. He obviously scored in a game earlier in a sim game, and it's 5-2 here to Valencia now. 3 goals up, and Benjamin Dominguez off the bench gets the assist there from Ekitike to get the goal. To put his 3 goals clear in this one, there's a big goal there for him, proving why we brought him in. Showing the talents that we know he has. Obviously, he's a great young talent at role playing for Bologna, and could have a bright future ahead of him, the Argentinian. And he scores here to put his 3 goals up in the the Copa del Rey semi-final. Yuksek can't stop him either. There's Mbappe. Shoots. Chevalier, easy save for him to make. Ekitike wants a hat-trick for us. Going to try to get him. Ekitike is in it here. Ekitike again. This time, he scores again. It's a hat-trick for Ekitike. And he's going to bow in front of the Real Madrid fans. We're 4 goals up here, and Real Madrid have had a late collapse here in this game. Not too sure what happened. We scored our 3rd goal, and they just opened up defensively. I think they've gone 3 at the back, maybe here, maybe 4. I'm not so sure. There might be 3 at the back, which hasn't worked out for them. And Ancelotti's team have crumbled here. And they now sit 4 goals down after conceding 4 in the past 10 or so minutes of the game. They have absolutely fell apart. Varela here into Dominguez. Dominguez trying to get another goal maybe here. I'll try to set one up. There's a guy on the overlap here. Gaia has Sinisterra back post, and Sinisterra with a scorpion kick denied by Courtois somehow. And you know, Pepperly got the space to smack one from range, and Courtois denies him. 2 victory overall. Like I said, Madrid in the final like 12 or so minutes in this game. From the 70th to the 82nd minute, they crumbled and fell apart massively, conceding 4 goals. And Ekitike gets a hat-trick. You love to see it. And makes up for the big miss he did against Barca. Obviously, we need to win this trophy to prove that we're not going to have a season where we fall apart. So losing that final to Barca was not something we expected, because we should have won it. And Ekitike should have scored that goal. But in the end, we're still on track at winning a trophy by defeating Madrid head into the final of the Copa del Rey. Like I said, we won this trophy last season, so winning it again this season will be great for us. And our second team will pick up a 3-1 win over Osasuna here with Hugo Dora Dominguez, and Hugo Dora scoring in this one to see us hopefully go back to first in the league. I should see here in a second. We were second in this game, but I'm going to show you the league table and what we're going to have for our first game next episode in a minute here. And next episode, our first game will be away from home in the UCL round of 16 against AC Milan here. We're most likely will play the first leg and sim the second one, or maybe I might sim the first leg, I'm not too sure, because Milan obviously this season aren't licensed, so it's kind of annoying to play against an unlicensed team. But obviously, them being licensed doesn't really matter too much. But at the same time, it does matter, because obviously AC Milan should be a team that are licensed in the biggest football game in the world currently, so they should really be licensed in this game. But you know, it is where it is. Obviously, will be in the Copa del Rey final after beating Real Madrid in this game 6-2. We will most likely have either Leganes or Osasuna. Hopefully, Leganes should the game we had against Osasuna earlier in the season, where we picked up a 0-0 draw against them. We couldn't score to save our lives against them in that one. And in the league, as you can see, we currently sit level on points, second in the league. Technically joint first with Barcelona, as you can see. They sit ahead of us with better goal difference, and we picked up 7 draws so far this season. We haven't lost a game in the league, but we've drawn 7 games, so we need to stop drawing games and get wins in those ones. That's mainly our second team that have not really picked up the best results in sim games, and our first team sometimes as well, we get draws with them. But as you can see, we're currently sitting in a favourable place in the league to win it. So we're trying to win this competition. We're trying to win the league this season as well as the Champions League and also the Copa del Rey to win a treble. It's a Super Cup. Would have been nice to win, but we lost to Barca in the final. And that's what I call it for this one. I'm going to show you the stats to end the episode. And if you're going to enjoy it, drop a like video, subscribe to the channel, and also notifications so you don't miss a video. Check out the other content I post there on the channel, leave a comment we had done on the channel, and also the Ultimate Team content is going to be coming your way pretty soon. And obviously the rebuilds I've done on the channel as well as going to be some pack openings for Team of the Season. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do a Liga one. I might save all the packs I have for Prem and obviously La Liga. They're the two leagues that I actually care about the most. And obviously getting Ousmane Dembele or Vitinha would be cool, but obviously they wouldn't really go into the team. Well, they would go into the team, but it would kind of do a bit too much. I kind of feel like I'm not going to do one for them and just do one when it comes around to La Liga and Premier League. And you see Hugo Dora 19 goals, Ekitike forcing us some great stats here for our players this season. So that's what I call it for this one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.